Hi, this is Chris Reimer, author of the book Happywork. Welcome to episode 9 of Happywork TV. I'm actually breaking one of my own little internal rules. I'm actually recording this for the second time. I've always told people when I public speak, I don't usually practice. I just think that the best version of the speech is going to come out once and only once. But in this case, trying something new, I got a little bit silly at the end of the last attempt, so I'm going to try one more time. Here in episode 9, I want to talk to you about the next commitment in the list of commitments that are in my book, Happywork. And let me read it to you. It's a little bit long, and then we'll discuss it. It goes, I will listen to the ideas of my employees. It is almost embarrassing that this has to be in the agreement, but I promise to solicit employee feedback. Of course, we cannot act upon every idea provided to us, but we know our employees are out on the front lines. Perhaps they are best suited to spot, troubleshoot, and solve certain problems. I want my employees thinking creatively and critically. Please contribute to our most important discussions. I will listen. Surely I do want buy-in from my employees, but what I really need is great ideas. So much to discuss here and not a whole lot of time. This sort of takes me back to the previous episode, episode 8, when I recounted the story from Peter Shankman's new book, Zombie Loyalist, which comes out 3 weeks before mine, sometime in January, when he was attempting to sort of like step out of bounds and do something that maybe the typical 18 or 19-year-old working at a restaurant wouldn't do. He tried to just improve a situation. He tried to go outside and shine up some brass poles or something like that. And the owner told him, I'm not paying you to think. Probably one of the reasons I put this in here. If you're hiring people and not asking them to think, I feel like you're wasting your money. And here's the real secret of all this. Not only do employees have great ideas because they are out on the front lines dealing with the issues hands-on, unlike you, Mr. Manager or Owner. And I can't say that always, but of course, most of the time, you're paying people to deal with the issues and you're kind of working from top down with the big thinking and all that. But if there's down in the trenches problems, they are going to probably have a better solution to the problem than you, Mr. Manager or Mr. Owner or Mrs. Owner. And so it is foolish not to listen to them. One, because you're in the business of getting problems solved. But two, think about this. It's a morale killer if you don't listen to your employees. This is something I've asked just about every episode, but have you ever worked at a job where you weren't listened to? Your ideas were never considered? And keep in mind, Mr. Manager or Mrs. Owner, all the ideas aren't going to be good. No, they're not. Sometimes people working out on the front lines don't have the big picture and they don't know how much things cost, and it's not their job to know how much things cost. They don't write the checks, right? That's why it's in the agreement right here. Of course, we cannot act upon every idea provided to us. There's your out. Let me say, I don't want you to fake listen to employees. I want you to really listen. It will make them feel good. They will continue to come forward with good ideas if you've listened to them. You may hear a great idea. It's going to help their morale as well. You don't want your employees, quote unquote, just coming into work every day to get their job done. That's a crappy place to work. You're not making nearly as much money as you probably could otherwise. Trust me on this. Listening to your employees, and let's call a spade here. Let's call this out. Some owners or managers just can't listen to employees. It's an ego thing. They want all the glory. I'm actually going to cover that in the next episode of Happywork too, when I talk about how to hire employees. It may just be an ego thing. They may not want to listen to someone who they deem lesser than them. You have the MBA, maybe they got their GED. Who's smarter? You're asking the wrong question. Who can help solve our business's problems? We can all work together to do it. You've been watching episode 9 of Happywork TV. A couple of things real quick. My friend Greg Bussman told me that I need to ask for what I want from you guys more often. I did it in the first few episodes and then I thought, I'm pushing too hard. I don't have much of an audience yet. So, okay, now I'm gonna ask. Please pre-order this book, Happywork. That right there. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, 800 CEO Read, Left Bank Books in St. Louis, bookstores everywhere. online at Left Bank. I don't know if it's on the shelves. 2, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you happen to be watching this on YouTube. If you're watching it on my blog, please consider subscribing to my blog's email list. If you do so, each episode will be delivered to you at 8 a.m. the morning after I post it, and I just would really appreciate your support. This is a project that means the world to me, and I think I've written a good book, and I really want to get it in your hands. So every subscription, whether it be YouTube or blog, would be appreciated. And of course, every pre-order, I'll be in debt to you. See you in episode 10. Thanks.